everybody, this is Teresa from Alabama, and I'm out here at my local Jack's waiting on somebody to pick up something that I've sold on Marketplace. So what I normally do, if I have to meet somebody, I'll go by the drive-thru and just get me a senior diet drink. But today I decided to treat myself and get a kid meal. So a kid meal here is $4.94. Of course, you get the drink and then whatever you get with the kid meal. But I got the hamburger and the fries I got the hamburger kid meal. So being on a low carb diet, you don't want to do that too often because, you know, they have a lot of carbs in it, the actual fries. So here's the hamburger. So what I normally do with the hamburger, I just take it apart, eat the pickles, and eat the meat that's in there. And then I'll just bring the buns home and share them with my dogs. But yeah, so I don't eat this whole hamburger with the buns because I've already got a bunch of carbs with the fries. So, but anyway, so yesterday I went to a quick estate sale, and I got a few short little videos on that. I wound up getting these and even taking them out of the car. They were a dime. So this is that, you remember that cartoon in the newspaper called Easy ZZ or something like that? Yeah, there it is. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to keep those, or I may just try to sell them on eBay or something. But I got those, and I got this pen, okay? And all together it was $1. So, but I got this pen because it's 3 sisters. And, of course, I have 2 sisters. One died of COVID. And so it reminded me, she was the oldest. And then, of course, my other sister's just a year older than me. Y'all probably seen her in my videos. And then just me when we were little. And so I thought, I'm going to get that. And that reminded me of us. But anyway. Okay, so I also went today to, it said an estate sale. And it was in Kimberly, Alabama. And it wasn't far from us. But I went, and I get in there, and I'm looking around. It's the last day. You're thinking, okay, this has got to be, oh my goodness. Okay, this has got to be, you know, a discount or something. And so there's 2 men out there, older men, and I asked him, I said, is there a discount or something? And he says, well, this stuff over here on this tarp is free. And all of it was kind of broke up or whatever. And then this stuff is $1. But, you know, if you get a bunch of stuff, well, you know, we can lump stuff together. And I'm thinking, okay. And so I go outside, and I'm looking around. And I get these placemats that are, they were homemade placemats with napkins. They were $4. And I got these little candle holders. They were $1 each. And I was asking them, well, is it half off today? The lady that was wrapping it, she goes, I haven't heard any discounts. And I'm thinking, well, as I was in there, the lady that was talking, she says, yeah, she says, I mean, there's like 4 of them, old people in there. When I say old, my age, I don't mean old, but I mean, you know, they wasn't some youngins. But they were saying, yeah, you sold your bowl. And I thought, sold your bowl? And I thought, well, you're not dead. And then they said, yeah. She says, yeah, that was good. And then the other lady says, yeah, I got this piece of crystal over here, and you know, I looked it up on eBay, and it's worth like $100. I could, you know, going for $150. Well, then I had to say something. I mean, I had to say something because, you know, you need to educate people. And I said, well, you know, the stuff that you see on eBay, if you're just looking it up, if you don't go under the sold comps, you don't know how much they actually sell for and what people are actually paying for it. You know, I said, because people can ask all kinds of money for stuff on these websites and stuff. She said, well, I wouldn't use eBay anyway because I had to, she says, it would have cost me $30 to ship it. And I said, normally, I mean, I've never paid for shipping. I said the person who buys it pays for shipping. And she was just adamant, you know, or whatever. And I said, oh, okay. I mean, I was going to buy it anyway, but, you know, it was just the thought of it, you know. But, so a lady comes in, and the other lady says, and I picked up a doily, you know, like a thing that covers your counter or whatever, a little lacy thing. And she goes, well, do you know how much this is? And I said, and she's not, it says, the girl goes, oh, where'd you get that? And I said, I got it off of the dresser in there. She goes, oh, she says, I guess I should have taken that off. I'm not selling that. I'm thinking, I don't know whose stuff's in here, you know? And then that other girl said, well, we'll be adding some more stuff next week. And I'm thinking, what is this? I said, you know, don't say it's an estate sale when it's not an estate sale. That, you know, people will still come if you say a yard sale or a garage sale. I mean, people will still come. But when you say an estate sale, that kind of, I don't know. I'm just ranting and raving because I'm waiting on her. But anyway, so I wound up buying that, and I wound up paying $6. But I went outside to the table, and I'll show you when I get home. But when I went outside the table, they had this cute, I know my daughter likes green, but a cute old-timey vase, not weird, but, and it said Made in USA, and it was $3. I thought, well, $3 is not, you know, not a lot for that. And so the guy was out there, and so I said, well, okay, any discounts, you know, because they had told me discounts when I went in there, the guys did. And so he goes, well, and that girl, it's like she was following me, drops out there, she says, hey, what are you selling? You know, telling this little old man. And I said, when I say little old man, my age, I guess I just say it that way, I don't know. And he said, well, this vase, and I said, yeah, I said, this is $3, you know. And so I gave him the $3, and I thought, boy, what a hoot. Anyway, you know. So here's the stuff I got at the estate sale, yard sale, not garbage, that's funny. Garage sale, who knows? But this is what I got for $4, and I thought those were so pretty. All of it for $4. And then this is the vase that I got from the little old man outside. And then I got these as $1 each. I'm gonna clean them up, but they're actually only, I think they're just for the small candles, but they used them like that, and this is candle wax on there, so I'm gonna try to get that stuff off. But I think those are so cute, and I may keep those, but these are $1 a piece. But yeah, so that's the end of this video, and I will see y'all next time.